welcome everyone to Intro to Meditation. Oh yes, Alex, sorry. So yeah, you know who I am. You know what I do here. One-stop shop. So what I really love is to guide people into helping them connect to their bodies in some way, shape or form. You know, I think that a lot of us are very disconnected from listening really to perhaps what the body is saying to us. And I think that, I mean, I do that physically through the body work that I do, but also through the yoga, and now also doing this because I think the meditation is a great way for us to start to listen to what's going on. You know, listen to not just the body, but like what's going on in here. Like what's our narrative? You know, I think you guys have done some yoga classes with me before. It's something I keep talking about. It's like, well, how are we talking to ourselves? And when you start to meditate, it brings you into a state of focusing. And whether that's focusing on the sounds around you, focusing on your breath, focusing on one singular thing, that kind of clears out the noise. And I know some people will say, oh, I'm not good at meditating, I can't concentrate. It's not about being good at it at all. Sometimes it's just sitting for a moment with yourself. You know, you wake up in the morning and you have a nice cold glass of water with lemon or coffee or whatever it is. That in itself can be a meditation. You don't necessarily, I think sometimes when you first want to start, people put a lot of pressure on themselves as to this expectation, oh, I've got to sit for like half an hour and I can't think of anything and I must find peace and joy. And it's not like that, you know. Meditation can be simply taking a walk on the beach or feeling your feet on the ground and walking on the grass, the lawn or whatever. Like I said, having that cold glass or something, maybe just listening to music. And that's the other thing, there's so much out there for us, which is amazing, but also it can be overwhelming. Has anyone, who is it that said they've done some meditation? You've done a little bit, yeah. Well, what do you think meditation is? A state of mind. Yeah. Anyone else? Any thoughts on what it is? Yeah.
I associate it with mindfulness, which is staying in the present moment, and like I always think of using the five senses as a way to like ground yourself.
Oh, nice.
To be in the right now.
Okay.
Sorry to enter meditation.
Please have a seat. Would you mind giving me an example of something that you would do?
Like I think of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like sit there and think like, what are 5 things I see right now? What are 4 things I can touch and what does it feel like? 3 things I can hear, 2 things I can like taste. I feel like the taste part is always hard. Like if you're trying to meditate, you're not gonna taste anything.
Yeah. So do you do that to set yourself up for the meditation, or you do that as your meditation?
Yeah, like as a meditation.
Okay.
What is happening right now around me?
Yes.
Hone in on that. Not think about anything that's going on in the future or anything that's happened in the past. Like right now.
That's really, really wonderful. I love that. And then so touch, you'd be like, okay, I can feel my skin or my clothes or this necklace or. That's great. I think she should be hosting this meditation. That's really nice. I love that. Anyone else? What do you think meditation is, Logan?
I think it's something I should try.
Good answer. There's no right or wrong answers, by the way. It's just, and that's actually another example of so meditation can be whatever you want it to be. There's no like, this is how it is. You know, you can sit, this is my version of a comfortable seat. For some people, this is not an achievable position. You could be lying down, you could be sitting in a chair, taking a walk, all the things. So that's it. Meditation is actually really accessible. And I think it's easy to say, you know, maybe I don't have the time or I can't do that. And that's your own decision, of course. Be aware of that narrative, you know, and it's one of those things, you know, you say you want to like get fit, for example, and you think, okay, I'm going to join a gym, okay? And you walk into the gym and there's so many options. Maybe you decide you go one time and that's enough. But I'll tell you what, if you go in that one time, you're not going to all of a sudden have loads of muscles, right? It takes time, it takes perseverance, it takes you wanting to do it. And the purpose of this is just to introduce you to meditation in a small way with a bit of breath work, because it's all wrapped up into one beautiful parcel of joy. But also to then take these tools and hopefully go home and incorporate this into your your everyday life, you know, where you don't think you need to sit for an hour and find peace, where you can acknowledge these little moments and bring yourself into a state of right here, right now. Because the thing about when you start to become aware and become this observer, we call it the observer, of what's going on, you realize that actually everything is kind of pretty perfect. And I know sometimes that's an extreme and maybe triggering thing to say to someone, because it's like, well, maybe I'm not particularly happy right now or something. But what I mean by saying that it's perfect is that if you hadn't had all the stuff that's happened to you, the heartbreak, the jobs, the family stuff, you wouldn't be sat here right now. You've taken a breath this morning and you're alive. I mean, that's pretty amazing. So it brings you into a state of gratitude, because we will continue to go through all the things. 100% promise you that. But when you come to a state of awareness, and that helps through meditation, you can start to realize that what can I don't want to say learn, but how can I grow through this stuff instead of go through it? And see these challenges as actually really amazing opportunities to step out of the cycles. And know that I'm not 10-year-old me. We spoke about this a bit earlier. I'm not 10-year-old version of me. I'm me right now, and I can make these choices. I don't have to listen to this old program. Okay. So that said, we're going to start off with a really nice grounding exercise. This is a very simple one. We're going to be sitting on the bolster, and it's a lovely one. I like to when I feel like there's a lot going on in here, and I just, you know, sometimes you can't see the wood through the trees. You feel a bit of chaos. This is a grounding exercise using a little bit of actually what you were talking about earlier with the senses. So we take ourselves out of our mind, out into the open, and then we start to hone it back into the body, and we'll scan the body, and I'll guide you through it. Okay, I've given you all eye masks because it's the daytime, it's pretty bright, and it's just another way to sort of close yourself in and be present in your body. So when you're ready, you're welcome to put them on. And just get the music ready. We're going to ground down by taking a nice deep inhale together for 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. Sip a bit more air. Exhale through the mouth. Just arriving. Feeling your sit bones rooting you down on the bolster. I'm going to invite you all to place your hands facing up on your lap in a receiving gesture in this moment. Sometimes people place their hands down facing onto their thighs, which you're welcome to do, but this is some more of a connecting to your body. And right now I want you to come into a space of receiving. You're ready to receive this class, receive any answers to some questions that you might have, or simply just receive, just be in this moment and notice what the universe has to offer you. Just start to feel your breath in your body. I want you to inhale into the lower lungs, middle lungs, upper. Exhale, upper, middle, lower. Breathing through the nose, inhale, lower, middle, upper. Exhale, upper, middle, lower. Continue at this pace. Lower, middle, upper. Soften your shoulders when you get to the top. Notice if you start to hold in the shoulders. Exhale. Following this rhythm, I'm not going to guide you anymore, but I want you to really be present with the breath. No expectations, nowhere to be. Just simply sitting here, drawing in your awareness. Draw in your awareness with every inhalation. Soften with every exhalation. Notice if you can soften your hips a little bit more, soften your shoulders, maybe your jaw. Soften your expectations. We're simply here to sit and breathe in this moment. And you allow yourself to be as present as you want to be. It's your choice. I want you to take your internal gaze and send it as far away as you possibly can in this moment. Maybe you hear the cars on the road in the distance. Sounds of the birds in the trees. The insects. Notice the sounds out in the distance. Stay with your breath. Breathing softly and deeply. And start to draw your senses in slightly, so you're just around the edge of the shala. Maybe you hear the sound of the fans or the wind in the trees. The music, my voice. Now draw it in even closer, right around your body. Notice the space around your body, maybe just a couple of inches. Feel it. What does that feel like? What can you sense? What can you notice? Now make contact with your body. Scan your body with your mind's eye. Just the skin. Notice maybe a piece of clothing touching your skin, the mask, your jewelry, whatever it is. Be fully present with that connection. And now we're going to do a full body scan, starting at the tips of the toes. And every time you inhale, you're going to hone in that gaze to the body. And with every exhale, I want you to imagine each and every single cell in that part of the body softening, relaxing. Like, you know, when you come home from a long day at work or school, and maybe you go and sit on your bed or sit on the couch and you're like, So feel that as we scan the body, as you exhale. Focus your attention on your toes. Inhale. Exhale, moving through the fascia of the feet, the ankles, the back of the heel. Breathing into the shins, up the shins, the calves. Softening, breathing at your own pace, into the back of the knee. Move through the bone, the fascia, the muscles. You move up the thighs, into the hips, the groin, the glutes. Soften. Scanning through the organs, through the abdomen, intestine, moving up the spine from the lower back to the middle back. Breathing with intention, breathing with awareness, softening through the ribs, into the diaphragm, the lower lungs, the middle lungs, the chest. Imagine you have nostrils on your chest. Feel that expansion, that breath as you breathe. Softening as you move up the middle back, upper back, shoulders. Breathing down the arms, slowly, past the elbows, past the forearms, into the wrists and the palms, noticing each and every fingertip and the tips of your thumbs. Maybe you sense something at the tips of your fingers, maybe not. Keep your gaze focused on your fingers for a moment. Breathe into your fingers. Deep breath in, move all the way up the arms into the shoulders. Soften into the back of the neck, into the throat and the jaw. Relax the jaw. Soften the tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Soften your cheeks. Relax the eye sockets, the forehead, the temples, scanning through the back of the ears, back of the head, all the way to the crown of the head. Full body scan. Deep breath in. And exhale. Stay at the crown of your head. Breathe deep. Remember the breath. The breath is always there to anchor you back over and over and over again. The breath is the only thing that is always present. We don't breathe later. We didn't breathe a moment ago. We are always breathing. The breath, this beautiful thing we do every moment of every day without thinking about it. Imagine this next breath you took was the last breath you were ever going to take. How much intention, how much would you appreciate, enjoy, take your time over it? Imagine giving that much awareness to your breath every moment you could. How would that shift and change? How would it change you? Breath of intention, breath of awareness, breath of gratitude, breath of life. Taking your gaze away from the crown of your head, I want you to imagine it's a golden light above your head, shining brightly, whatever color you want it to be, but shine as bright as you want it. And imagine this golden light, a thread starts to drip down from this golden light, past your pineal gland, down the back of the neck, towards your heart center. Connect to your heart center. Feel that light nestle in your heart space, in your electromagnetic center. The force field of your intuition, of your knowledge, of your magnetic energy. It's the strongest energy force of the body. Your brain is the electric center, your heart magnetic. And by bringing your intention from your head to your heart, you're creating this symbiosis, heart-mind coherence meditation. And now in this moment, bring into your heart something or someone that you are so grateful for. Maybe it's an experience. Whatever it is, allow it to be this elevated emotion of gratitude or joy or love. Feel it. Feel that love. Soften into it. Allow it. Not just think it. So grateful for this thing. So much love for this experience, this place, whatever it is. Maybe you start to allow that feeling to spread through your body, harmonizing your frequency throughout your whole body. Maybe it brings a smile to your face. Stay with this sensation. Take a nice long deep breath in. You can exhale through the mouth. Slowly coming back into your bodies. When you're ready, you're welcome to take your eye masks off. Welcome back. So that's it's a bit of a grounding meditation, and I incorporated a bit of heart-mind coherence. So the heart-mind coherence meditation is where, so essentially if we're feeling a bit overwhelmed and a bit emotional, that's when we tend to sort of have a lot going on in this energy center. And when it's a lot going on in the mind, we're like overthinking and we're trying to make decisions without any sort of clarity. So by moving from the crown down to past the head and into the heart, focusing on the breathing, you synchronize the breath into the heart space and you almost breathe into the center of your chest. And you bring in an elevated emotion and you sit with that. And the hello. Someone called them patience bees the other day, because they never actually land on you, they just flow around you. So, or is it a fly? Anyway, digress, sorry. So yeah. So you create that symphony almost. It's like when you have the entire orchestra in front of you, and everyone's fine-tuning their instruments, and then the conductor comes on and starts to play, and everything just harmonizes. And that's essentially what that is. The best way I like to create visuals around things a lot. So it's when you find that synergy in the body, and then it starts to, you breathe with the elevated emotion, you create this beautiful frequency in the body. And sometimes simply doing something like sitting and smiling, even when you don't feel like smiling, changes like your whole persona. You might feel silly when you first do it, but I promise you, when you're feeling down and it just makes you smile, like it's just like, oh, even if you feel silly, and it's a psychological reaction, and it's that same kind of premise. You feel into the sensation. Maybe it's someone, you're thinking about, a partner or a loved one or whatever it is, and feel it. Allow yourself to smile in that sensation, and I promise you that wave of elevated frequency will pass through the body. So we kind of did a little bit of a 2-in-1, but it can be so simple. It can be like 1 minute, it can be 3 hours, whatever you want. Simply starting off by taking yourself, if there's just so much going on, take yourself away. Focus on what's going on around you. I love that you did that example because it's beautiful, your stuff. I need an assistant. And then bring it in. Scan the body. Notice what's happening. The body holds frequency. It holds energy. Scan. Maybe you feel certain things. That's okay. Whatever it is, you just notice it. It's not like, oh, my hip is sore because of surfing. It's just, okay, I feel something there. It is what it is. You don't need the story behind it. And then, yeah, if you want, you can then incorporate that heart-mind coherence meditation. So, yeah. One thing I'll just say about sitting, I didn't mention it before, is that, sometimes we can't all sit like this. It's uncomfortable. It's not good for our backs. We might have some tightness. So normal. So the reason we sit on a block or a bolster, because when we sit, we have a natural curve in the spine, right? We all have it. It's normal. What you do is, when you sit on a bolster, you naturally press the hips, the sit bones up, elevates the spine naturally, and you can kind of sit with a more elevated spine without doing this vibe. So it's really nice. So if you have quite tight hips, you feel like knees are up, elevate yourself more. Just an option, just so you know. And the whole thing with the hands, the yogis do the whole mudras of that. We don't even need to worry about that. Receiving, ground. It's that simple. Maybe you need to connect with yourself. Maybe you need to ask a question to whatever your belief system is. Yeah. Okay. Any questions? Nope. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do some oceanic breath now. So for any of you that might have done some yoga before, it's also known as Ujjayi breathing. Does anyone know what Ujjayi breathing is? Okay. So it's also known as the oceanic breath, because why not? We're here at Source Energy, and it's just, the ocean is so healing. The water is this beautiful, intelligent system, not only out here, but in the body. I don't know what is happening there. My apologies. I had to go in some really relaxing drum and bass. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what that was, but it could have been something else. Anyway, so oceanic breath. We're going to be breathing deep for the count of 5, slight pause, and exhale for the count of 5. And I'm going to guide you through it. We're going to invite you to close your eyes down. So breath in itself, when we do breath work, it's a way to regulate our system. And now we can actually use the breath to stimulate ourselves and to calm ourselves down. So we'll do a little bit of stimulating breath work later, so you can see the difference. It's really nice to see that contrast and notice how you can help yourself without reaching for the cup of coffee or something like that. Okay. I was going to say that it's better we do this sitting up. If you're uncomfortable and you want to grab another bolster, yeah, then go for it. And please, yeah, do what you need to do. Give you a moment. Remove that from the playlist. I'm curious to know, does anyone want to share anything from that breath work, that meditation that we just did now? I love audience participation, otherwise I'll pick on you. Anything you want to share? Yeah? Well, yeah, me? I'm always curious to know.
Like what I was thinking about.
Well, just like, were you thinking about stuff? Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, when you were saying like go to your happy place or like imagine you're somewhere, I was just picturing the ocean the whole time. Or like when you were saying think of someone, I was thinking of the ocean the whole time.
Yeah.
Because I find that very calming and peaceful. And then
Yeah, oceans are very healing. I mean, the water's a healing, very healing space. Good to clean the mind, clean the soul. Yeah. What was it? Anything you want to share?
Sure. When you said to go to like a faraway place, I was like picturing myself out there at that building.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking my cat too. About my cat. She passed me on Monday.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, nice, yeah. Okay, if you don't mind putting on you don't have to wear the mask. I think it's just a nice tool. I use it all the time. You're welcome to put them on or not. And then we're going to do a bit of oceanic breath. Another nice, really calming tool to use. Deep breath in, just to settle. Exhale through the mouth. And I want you to start to deepen your breath. The oceanic breath is a way of you constricting your throat as you breathe, as you inhale and exhale. It will be through the nose the entire time. And what I want you to imagine doing is when you exhale, it's like you're going to steam up a mirror, but your mouth is closed. So inhale with a constriction of the throat, audible. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's the pace. Inhale. Exhale. And maybe that kind of 5 is too long for you or too short. So I invite you to really breathe at your own pace, just being mindful of making sure your inhalation is the same length as your exhalation. Simply focus on your breath. As you breathe in, imagine the waves coming into the shore. As you exhale, moving back into the ocean. Visualize it. Maybe you're sitting in the water, maybe you're sitting on the beach. Maybe you see it on a movie screen in front of you. Use that visualization to breathe deep in. You should be able to hear your neighbor. Finding your rhythm. Stay with the breath. Breathing deeply. Take a deep breath in. Through the mouth, let it go. When you're ready, you can take your eye masks off. Welcome back. Oceanic breathing. Ujjayi breathing. So, constriction of the throat. Steam up the window with the mouth open, closed. Following that breath, it allows you to lengthen your breath. They use it in yoga to build an inner fire, but also maintain that focus. You know, the breath is always going to be mirroring whatever's going on in the mind and in the body. So, I mean, what happens when you get a fright? Right? If you're anxious, panic attack. When you're relaxed, big sigh. The breath is this beautiful, magical thing that we have access to that can really shift a lot of our internal state of being. And we'll do that elevated breath work very soon. So you'll have a real sort of contrast to see how it can shift the energy in the body. And I like doing oceanic breath also just because the connection to the water. It's so soothing. I mean, there's a reason people have water features in their homes and that kind of thing. So whether you have instruments or you can just go on Spotify or whatever, there's always access to sounds of water, and it's healing, you know, and it's in our bodies. You know, I think it's important to be mindful of how important water is in our lives. There's I mean, I could say a lot about it, and that's a whole other workshop, but I'll leave it there. So any questions about oceanic breath? No, does what it says on the tin. Long, slow, deep breaths, imagining the ocean, constricting the throat. Okay. Just thinking of time-wise, I don't want to eat into your lunch. Pardon the pun. So I think we're gonna do brain breath. Yeah, let's do that because I don't want to cut into your time. So, brain breath. It's one of the 10 Tibetan breaths. It's super stimulating and invigorating. So, say, I don't know, you're feeling a bit lethargic, you've got a project to finish, you know, you've got something you need to do and you're super tired. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and you really don't want to reach for the cup of coffee or whatever it is, Red Bull. This is a great way to clear out the cobwebs and give yourself that internal stimulation. Like I said, we have access to so much inside, and it's so normal for us to reach for the medication or the thing or the food or whatever it is outside of us, but the answers are always inside of us. So this breath is a great way to stimulate yourself, clear out the cobwebs. You know, the yogis will call it stimulating the Kundalini energy. What it actually does is it stimulates the cerebral fluid from the base of the spine up to the back of the medulla. And they've done studies to show that when people do this regularly, if you're having issues with memory loss, it will improve your access to your memories. It improves, where do we say it improves your memory loss? Not trying to make your memory loss worse. It gives you access to the memories again. And it's a proven study. So it's really, really super powerful. Again, breath, magic wand. Woo! We are like a really good pharmaceutical company ourselves. We are the best pharmacy to a degree. I'm not a doctor. Disclaimer. Sorry. There's a lot we can do with ourselves. Anyway, so I just want everyone to sit comfortably for this. I'm gonna demonstrate. Please don't do it with me because it's really important that you have this right. So sit in your version of a comfortable position. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be drawing the chin down. I'm going to count 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to take a breath through the nose. Inhale, lift the chin. Through the nose. Exhale, blowing through the mouth, chin comes down. Okay, I've done it slow. The speed is this. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So for those of you that's done breath work, you did it with Marcel, right? Already? Yeah. Really engage into your diaphragm. So inhale, draw it in. Exhale, press out. Okay. We're not there yet. Wait. Sorry. I love the eagerness though. So what it is, okay, inhale nose, exhale mouth, inhale nose 7 times, okay? When we finish number 7, I'll say number 7, final time, exhale. Then you're gonna level out your chin. Inhale, 3, 2, 1 through the nose. Your eyes are closed throughout all of this. Hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. That's 1 round. So it's 7 breaths, that's 1 round. We do it 7 times. So 7 rounds of 7, okay? It's very stimulating. Like you're gonna feel different. It might be uncomfortable. Know that you're in a safe space. If at any point you don't want to do it anymore and you want to open your eyes, I'm not going to be offended. Please do it. Do what you feel comfortable with. I just want to encourage you to stay in the experience where you can, okay? It's something you've probably never done before. So it's going to maybe feel a bit weird. You might feel some things. Sometimes you get tingling, hot and cold. You know, you might see color. Again, whatever you don't want to do, don't do it. And I won't be offended at all if you want to. So you don't be like, oh, don't look Vicky in the eyes. She's all right. It's just have your experience. So I'm just going to say one more time. Chin comes down, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, inhale 7 times. Final one, number 7, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Breathe normally during this space. I'm going to give you that space to feel into the sensations and you will feel it. And then I'll say cue you round number 2, round number 3, etc., etc. Is that crystal clear? I want to see a show of hands that everybody understands. Okay, great. One thing, another disclaimer is, please don't throw your head back. We don't want anyone having whiplash. And also, we're not doing this with the spine, just this. If you want to roll out your head and shoulders now, lubricate, be ready. And enjoy it, you know, it's different. So, know that sometimes the discomfort that we feel through things is actually, it can be a beautiful teacher. It's not our enemy, it's our friend. So see what, what comes up. I'd say do this without the mask because if you do feel the urge to open your eyes, you don't have to faff with it, okay? Okay, close your eyes, take a deep breath in, just arrive. Exhale, soften. Chin comes down. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale. Number 5, inhale, stronger. Exhale, 6. Exhale, final one, 7. Exhale, inhale for 3, 2, 1. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Notice the sensations. Be in your body. Round number 2. Chin comes down. Soften your expectations. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Beautiful. 5. Exhale. Number 6. Inhale, exhale. Final one, 7. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Just notice, without judgment. Round number 3. Chin comes down, prepare. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Stronger. Exhale, yes. Inhale, exhale, like you mean it. 5. Exhale, Inhale. Exhale. Final one. 7. Exhale. Slowly inhale for 3, 2, 1. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Soften. Notice the body. Notice the energy moving. Round number 4, chin comes down. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale. You can do it. Inhale, exhale. Number 6, inhale, exhale. Final one. 7. Exhale. Inhale slowly. 3, 2, 1. Hold. And release. Next round, chin comes down. Prepare. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Stronger. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Yes, exhale. 6. Exhale. Final one. 7. Exhale. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Final round. Chin comes down. Prepare. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Make it count. 5. Exhale. Final rest. 6 almost. Exhale. 7. Final one. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 5, 4, 3. Release. And when you're ready, you're welcome to open your eyes. There's no rush. Okay. So, brain breath, a little bit different. Clears out the cobwebs, yeah? Do you want to share? How's it? Did you feel anything? See anything? Calm. Any tingling? Anyone get any tingling? Yeah?
In the beginning, I got tingling in my feet and my hands, and then as I kept doing it, like, it stopped happening. It, like,
Okay.
it was, like, regulated.
Okay. And you also said, Monty, where did you get it? In the hands. Anyone else get some tingling? No? Anyone see any colors? No? I find it like, when I open my eyes and I've done this, I feel the surge of energy and I feel like this clarity. Like I look out and I'm like, everything feels really defined. It's like, you know, when you go to the opticians, right? Say you wear glasses, right? And you clean them and you do your clean, but you take them to the opticians and they have the spray and the thing and they clean it and it's like, whoa, now my glasses are clean. Like that's what I feel like. So it literally just clears it all away. It's like the Vaseline's been, so it wakes you up. So it's a great exercise to do, and you don't have to do the 7. I took you to the edge or there, because I want you to have the full experience, but you can just do a couple breaths. Super stimulating, and yeah, you know, if you're trying to kick that coffee habit or, you know, just want to stimulate yourself in any way, shape or form, this is a really good way to do it. So I'm gonna, it's past now, and I know it's lunch, but I also know we started late. So for anyone that wants to stay, I'm going to do a light activation meditation where you'll be lying down. If you prefer to go to lunch, that's so fine. So if you want to, anyone want to go? You're going to stay? Okay. Okay, great. So lucky you're going to stay. Do a lying down meditation. Yay. Fun. Yep, that's fine. Anyone who wants to go, go, please. I won't be offended at all. I just didn't want to eat into anyone's time, so I'll do a bit of the bowls. We'll do a light activation. If anybody wants some of this, I've got some lavender here. It's essential oil. It's really nice to put on your wrist. Rub the wrist together. Give it a good smell. Don't put it on your hands, generally we say. And so if you ever have any trouble sleeping, then it's a great thing to put on your pillow at night because it will help you sleep. You're welcome. Okay.
Do you want some?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you don't.
Ah, okay.
Thank you.
What? Remind me of your name. Adi. Okay, good to know. All right. What I generally, and again, it's each to their own, but what I generally say is that when we're lying, especially if you have any lower back sensitivity, rather than using the bolster as a pillow, you can place it under your legs. It's a great way to just take a little bit of pressure off the lower back. So if you're the kind of person that doesn't really like sleeping on your back because of this, this is a great adaptation to do. And you can use the bolster as a pillow. Generally what I say with pillows and cushions is that you end up lifting your chin slightly, so it's a little constriction of the throat. Each to their own, you know. You can leave it, Monty, it's fine, I'll do it after.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you though. All right, I invite you to put your eye mask if you want. Just a little bit of extra, a little tool to get you settled. And then we're gonna do a light body activation meditation, which I absolutely love. And the things I love doing is I like to share. So take up some space. So do you want to bend your knees a bit more? I'm going to put this a bit higher. There we go. Just let the legs flop out. Palms facing up in a receiving gesture. Really just loosen up your glutes. Okay. There we go. Yeah, just relax into it. There we go. All right. Just settle into your space. Take a deep breath in for 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. Sip a bit more air. Sip a bit more air. And exhale through the mouth. Just feel yourself connected to the ground, connected to your body, connected to your breath. Noticing the space all around your body. Notice the sensations. Notice maybe the sweat on your skin or the breeze, the sensation of your clothing, the connection of your body to the ground. The ground holding you up, supporting you. Every moment of every day. This earth, Mother Nature, she's supporting you. And in life, know that you are always supported, even if sometimes you don't feel like you are. I promise you. The ether, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, is waiting for you to whisper your truth, to support you in that. And in your mind's eye, I want you to see a light that is ever present around you. Feel the softness of this light as it gently touches your legs, your feet, your torso, your back. Notice it gently resting on your arms, your hands, around your face. Feel that light all around you. And open up your sensorium to really feel it. Is it a color? Maybe it's a temperature. Is it cool? Is it warm? Allow yourself to feel it and experience it fully. Now I want you to see that light shining directly above your heart space. Open up your heart and allow that light to shine down. Call it in directly into your heart. Let it pour in. Let that sacred energy pour in. That's your unified, unbounded consciousness. It's the greatest intention for your human life. Allow it to penetrate into your chest and start to gradually spread throughout your whole body. Transmuting anything there that doesn't serve you. Invite it in, alchemize it with your breath. Take a breath in. Let go of anything that doesn't serve you. Exhale. Allow that light, that love, to move into every single crevice of your body. There is no space for anything but light and love in this moment. Your whole body is full, bursting with this light. Feel it. Allow it. Be held by it. You are it. You are a shining star. Allow that light to burst out of your skin into the ether around you, touching everyone in this room with your light and your love. Radiate your love light body. Take a nice deep breath in. Come back to your body, maybe wiggle your fingers or your toes. You can even take your arms up above your head and give yourself a nice big stretch if you like. When you're ready, you can gently roll over onto your right side, using your arms as a little pillow. Just holding your space, your energy, your light in this moment. And when you're ready, you're welcome to come up to a comfortable seated position. I invite you to put your hands at your heart center if you like. And just feeling yourself grounded down through your sit bones into this earth, this beautiful land. Not just here, but Mother Earth. We have the honor of being on this planet. She sustains us, she keeps us alive. Feel the energy running up your spine, out into the sky above. Feel the connection with your hands to your body. Maybe your heart beating against your thumbs. The rhythm of your breath as your chest rises and falls. Know that you are the shining star that's connected to everything. You are the seed, you are the soil, you are the mountains, you are the rivers, the oceans. You are the spark of creation. The light in me acknowledges you as the beautiful shining light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Okay. So that's a light body activation meditation. I think it's a beautiful way to acknowledge the truth of this beautiful light that we all are. Even if sometimes we don't feel like we are or don't see it, we really are. And it means, no matter where we're from, whatever age, gender, backgrounds, like we're more connected than we could ever be different. We all have a story. And if anything, that should unite us, especially during these times. So, have a wonderful rest of the day, everyone. Thank you. If you don't mind